If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Guys, this review is a little bit late because I had some stuff to do today. So, I was around for the content time, but it wasn't like a vital video to do in comparison to what I had to do IRL. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go do the IRL thing first, and then afterwards, if I have some leftover fodder, then we can obviously check them out. So guys, today is the Foyth card. People have disliked this card a lot on Footbin. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It has a lot of dislikes on Footbin, but the card, it's interestingly formatted. I'm going to show you guys why, okay? So, he's 6'2", medium height, 3-star, 3-star, controlled lengthy. So listen, with this Foyth card, he is a person who has a 63k SBC, right? So SBC meaning you can obviously drop the price down by putting fodder into it, which is hard to acquire. You guys are probably going to watch that rant video soon. But Shadow Chemistry Style is going to put his acceleration at an 85 with an 87 for sprint speed, and his defensive stats will be in a better area. See, the thing that I'm looking at here is not necessarily only for the center back position, but also the fact that you can rotate this card into the CDM position for a card that is going to be a medium high work rate player, 6'2" height, high and average plus body type, while being a controlled lengthy player that you could technically turn into a mostly lengthy player. But here's the key thing here. You guys know that playstyles is a very, very important part of this game. He has a lot of them, right? He's got pinged pass, he's got jockey, he's got anticipate, slide tackle, and bruiser. It's a lot of very good playstyles, to be honest, right? So I feel like the playstyles definitely adds to the card for sure, especially if you are building some sort of Liga Santander team. On the SBC account, we have this, so it's obviously very, very easy to link a bunch of cards in the team, right? But in his case, it doesn't look as bad as people are making it out to be so far, right? In game, it could be a different situation. Maybe he's significantly worse. But I do want to try him out on that Shadow Chemistry style to see how he kind of generally defends, because he has no shooting. Passing stats is in an okay area for a center back. In a CDM position, you might notice that a little bit more, to be honest, because passing stats is actually pretty relevant to have. But even Chouameni sometimes has his weird moments. Composure is very low on the card at a 72 as well, so a little bit of a strange situation there. And then for physicality, he's actually not terribly formatted either, right? Because it's not like you have to give him an anchor chemistry style as well. So key things to look at here is, you know, the types of center backs you can get instead, like Araujo. Araujo is a player that on a shadow gets a 79 for acceleration and then a higher sprint speed at a 94, right? So a couple of not a 94, but 6, 7, 8, 93. But you guys get the point here, right? The pace is set up a certain way. Defensive stats are higher, but Araujo usually has some pretty good defensive stuff, right? Also has jockey, block plus is on the card, anticipate, slide tackle. But like I said, this card gives you some different links. If you did the Coquelin SBC, which to be fair does require upgrades, because as of right now, I'd rather use these two for sure. I think I actually still have him in the team, actually. Let's see here. French. This is the SBC account, so we should. There it is. So he's still chilling the team. So obviously that could be a nice little direct link if you did the Villarreal players. But yeah, we're going to be trying him out to the center back position. See, I might rotate him to CDM too, just for the sake of trying him out. We'll see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. I'll take that tackle. There we go. No, it does well with their with the weak foot reach there. I think that was Araujo that actually blocked that. Foyth was occupying the other guy there. That's Bruiser there. And I can run forward here. There we go. Just have to hold the shield button there. Nice. See, I think most of the dislikes for this card is definitely going to come from the fact that he's like a little bit up there in price in comparison to some of the cards in the transfer market, but I feel like the playstyles are going to be a plus to have for sure. I was using a little bit of the second man press there. Not the second man press, but the double tap R1 to block that area. He did it well. Did well. Oh, right back to him. Those ones are a little bit dangerous, man. That's a bad deflection to give away, but that's just EA, right? So. Possession-based challenge, nice.
Just dropping off to get on the ball here. Options available in the middle.
Nice reach, but another really bad deflection. And Araujo gets the ball for us.
And the attack is over. Really good defending.
See, the emphasis that he has in a situation like that, that's where it makes me not want to use him as a CDM sometimes, you know? Because in the build-up, if it gets against the pressure stuff, like, it could be a little bit of a doozy there, you know? Aggressive there, nice. A little bit weird there. A little bit weird. Wish he felt a little bit more agile to move, like with the bruiser, you know what I'm saying? That works, that works. I don't know what just happened. I overcommitted just to see what was up. Still did okay for me there.
Now, what can they do from here?
There we go. Collects that in his own right there.
And on to Alexander-Arnold. Incisive ball from Beckham.
Nicely done. So you definitely notice that the pace is a little bit on the lower side with working with the body type. Like, that's the key thing to mention, right? But once he does get into those positions, the play styles are pretty noticeable, right? Like working with the ones that he does have, right? Oh, man. The movement with the card afterwards, it's weird for sure. It definitely feels weird. But again, the playstyle is really carrying him, to be honest. So again, guys, this review is a little bit after because I did see it at 1, but it wasn't like super vital for me to get it right away. Did the IRL stuff, came back, and now we're doing the review. It's later, but for people who are interested in doing the card, it's up until 10/26. No, it's up until 11/09. So basically like 2 weeks for the most parts, right? 2-week SBC. Okay, guys, so let's talk about this card. Guys, long story short, with the way that this card performs in-game, when you give him a shadow chemistry style to boost his pace, to boost his defense, the pace part in certain situations, it can be a little bit noticeable because it's also working with the fact that he's 6'2", high and average plus. However, if you find yourself defending in certain situations where you don't always need that initial acceleration, this card does actually have very good playstyles to defend really well for you in game. But here's the thing, guys. I do agree with the dislike to like ratio on YouTube, or on YouTube, on Footbin, because there are other center backs that you can get for a lower price that is going to perform really well in game. The biggest example of this, because I even still had him in the team, right, is Ronald Araujo, right? This card, he is just one of those types of dudes where you could tell that EA does some like just some sauce to him, you know. He has some sauce to him because his acceleration is low, but when it comes to actual defensive animations, this card is very good. If we take a look at his play styles, he has jockey, he has anticipate, slide, tackle, acrobatic, power header, block plus, right? This card defends really well in game, and I feel like for the meta of how the game generally performs, the Barcelona links is going to be a bigger link to work with than the Argentina Villarreal links. Now, obviously, in Foyth's case, he does give you the link to cards like Coquelin. Maybe they do a Correa in the future. I can get a link to that. So I'm going to keep the card in my SBC account for those reasons, right? Because in the future, it's just easier to set up links with certain cards. Like, I don't know, maybe they do like a DePaul card in the future or whatever, right? We'll see what they end up doing. But for the price of the SBC, like, I agree with people again, I will mention this. They did help this card out a lot because for the meta of the game, giving him the playstyles is very, very helpful. You can actually see the defensive animations being activated in game in certain situations. Obviously, the deflections is just a thing that kind of happens in Eafc in general, but yeah, it's just EA kind of basically continuously going with this like common thing where they just want to price SBCs really high in comparison to some of the cards in the market. Like, I've seen some attackers that are like, and you guys will watch the rant video just before this video, but you get players like Diaby, right, who's a rare gold card who is literally 20 something K on the market. Like, this guy's gonna be better than most of the attackers they release as actual SBCs for like 400K. Like, it's really, really crazy because with Diaby, it's like base card stats for pace is already there. He's a really fast player. Sure, his finishing is on the lower side, but like general experience is nuts with a card like this. Like if this was an SBC, he would be, knowing EA, he'd be so much higher. But it's kind of just how they've been doing stuff. Let me check out the center backs in the Liga Santander. I need to see how much like Eder Militao and stuff costs as well, because that's obviously going to be very important to mention. Eder Militao, 132K on the market, so a little bit more expensive there on that side. Jules Koundé, obviously more expensive too. Antonio Rudiger, who people actually like a lot, is 48K, right? 48K on the market. So there you go for that. Guys, don't get me wrong. Like I said, yes, you are putting fodder into this SBC to lower the price of these cards. But I would say that, like, there's some cards that will perform a little bit better. So if the price was like slightly lower, it wouldn't have been bad. But I do agree with the Footbin guys, to be honest with you guys. Like I said, not in regards to in-game quality, like he'll actually do okay for you, okay? Not amazing, he'll do okay. Not on the level of like Varane or anything like that. Varane is like, that's like a different breed, right? Even Araujo, because Araujo, they do some nice defensive stuff to him. But it's just the price of the SBC. That's what it really comes down to. But yeah, if you guys want to watch the rant video just before this video, be sure to do so. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.